Hello lovely people, thank you all for clicking on this video. I hope you all are doing so well. Today I want to share with you how I made this super delicious and crunchy party style chips. Yes, this is authentic Ghana party style chips, and I know after watching this video you're going to love making yourself your own chips at home. Yes, this is super easy and I know you're going to love it at the end of this video. So let's get started. Okay, so in my mixing bowl I'm going to go ahead and add in my all-purpose flour. So I'm using 2 cups of all-purpose flour. To that I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of salt and a half teaspoon of baking powder as well. Alright, so moving forward, I'm going to need 1 large onion and 4 cloves of garlic. I love garlics very well, so that's why I'm using 4. If you don't like it that much, you can use 2 or 1 depending on how you want it. Yes. Okay, so using a grater, I'm going to grate my onions and my garlic very well, just as you've seen right here. Just look at that, so perfect. You can blend it if you want, but this is the right consistency that I'm going for. So I'm going to add everything into my mixing bowl and I'm going to stir everything together until everything is nice and well incorporated. Yes. Okay, so if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. While you're subscribing, don't forget to like, comment and share this video, and please turn on the post notification bell as well, so that anytime I post a new video, you'll be among the first person to be notified. Thank you all so much for doing that. Alright, so I have with me here salted butter, and it is 3 tablespoons of salted butter. I'm going to add it to my flour and mix until everything is nice and well incorporated. Now, I added in salted butter because I love the flavor of it. If you don't want salted butter, you can use any butter of your choice. So yes, it is salted butter, so be mindful of the salt you use. And of course, this is how I want the consistency to be. And as you can see, I'm trying to fold the flour, and as soon as I fold it and release my hands, it falls off easily, and that is how I want the consistency to be. It is so like this because I don't have too much butter in it, and it is just perfect. Okay, so next I'm going to add in my water little by little because I don't want this to be watery. Yeah, so I'm going to use this spatula to stir this very well, then I'll go in with my hands later on. So now my flour needs more water, so I'm going to add in about half cup of water. Remember, we are not making this puff puff. Yes, we are making chips, so obviously the dough should be very stiff and comes out from the bowl very nice. Yes, so we're going to watch this until I am done doing this. And to my returning and new subscribers right here, thank you all so much for supporting my channel. I truly appreciate your effort very well. Thank you for liking, thank you for sharing, commenting. Guys, high five to everyone. Your girl is truly grateful. Yes, so as you can see, the dough has come out from the bowl very nicely. Just look at how the bowl looks, very neat, and that is how we want the dough to be. Just look at that, very stiff and not too soft and not too hard as well, and that is how we want the consistency to be. So I'm going to flour my working surface. I'm going to knead this for about 1 minute. Yes, this we are not going to create any gluten. Yes, I am just trying to do this to make the dough really soft and smooth as well. Okay, so now my dough is ready, so I'm going to cut this into 3 equal parts. Then I'm going to put this in my mixing bowl to rest for about 15 minutes. And yes, I'm not going to keep this in my refrigerator. I'm just going to allow this to keep resting in the bowl for about 15 minutes. If you put this in your refrigerator, then you should not exceed the time of 15 minutes. 5 minutes should be okay for you. Okay, so it's been about 15 minutes of resting my dough and it is looking all ready now. So I'm going to flour my working surface and make sure this is well coated with flour. Yes, we don't want to be sticking on our working surface at all. So I'm going to roll this with my rolling pin to flatten this very well. And now let me share with you one more thing. The more this becomes flat, the more it becomes crunchy and makes it easy to fry as well, and it even lasts longer if this becomes very thin as well. So please make sure to flatten this dough very well to make it very crunchy and also last longer as well. Alright, so now this is me checking if it is nice and ready now, but I still have to roll this dough to get a very flat or thin size. That is what I'm looking for, and now I think it is all perfect right now. So using a knife, I'm going to section this dough into 3 equal parts. As you can see, I really stretch out this dough really well. That is how we want it. We want to roll out this dough to be as long as possible. Okay, so now I'm going to section this dough into 3 equal parts. Then I'm going to flour the dough surface with some flour, and I'm going to lay one dough on top of each other, and make sure to flour your dough before you lay it on each other, just as I'm doing right now. As you can see, I have flour on top of every dough, and that is what I am looking for. Okay, so using a knife, I'm going to cut my dough into smaller sizes. Yes, just as I'm doing right now. After that, I am going to separate each other from it nicely, just as I'm doing right now. With this way, your works becomes very easy. Yes, we are not going to take that old-fashioned method. Yes, and I tell you, this is the easiest way to make bulk party chips. If you are making bulk party chips, go for this method, guys. You are going to finish in no time. Don't be cutting it one by one as we do it in the olden days. Yes, it takes a lot of time, but this works perfectly fine. But if you want to go the old-fashioned way, let's go that way as well. Okay, for this one, I'm going to use my pair of scissors, and I'm going to use it to cut my dough into smaller sections as I am doing right now, guys. This takes a lot of time. Don't go the old way, but this works perfectly fine as well. If you want to play with your dough, just go for this. But if you are in a hurry, just lay your dough on top of each other and cut and separate it, just as I am doing right here. It's so easy, and I think this is the best and easiest way to make bulk party chips. Okay, so I have my leftover dough here, which I'm going to section this part into square shapes or into cubes, any way you want to call it. Yes, so I'm going to section them because the kids are really going to enjoy this one. So let's prep this and set it aside. Okay, so look at how nice our chips is looking now. So now let's heat up some oil and begin frying our party chips. Yes, so I am frying these chips on medium heat, and please make sure your fire is not very hot because it will fry very easily, and we don't want that. We want this to take its time and fry until it is halfway golden, because we don't want this to become very golden brown. Yes, we want it half golden, and that is what we're going for. So I have been frying these chips on medium heat for about 5 minutes now, and it is looking all perfect. Just look at that. At this point, I was just loving the color already. So let's fry this until it is nice and ready. And please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do well to subscribe and be part of this beautiful family. And please turn on the post notification bell as well and be the first person to be notified anytime I post a new video. And please like, comment and share this video as well. Thank you all so much for doing that. And now our party chips is ready. Just look at the color right now. It's looking all perfect. So now I'm going to set this aside and enjoy with my peanut burger. Yes, it goes well with peanuts, and peanut burger is the best option, guys. You're really going to enjoy yourself with this one. And just look at how this peanut burger looks very crunchy. So if you want to see how I made this crunchy peanut burger, I will leave the link to this video into the description box for you to check it out. Okay, thank you all so much for watching this video to this point. Bye bye and stay blessed.